can be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. That's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Buccaneers first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Succop for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Space to run past the 20. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Jones. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Eluded Petty, can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Back to throw, Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Packers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep them.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Around the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. A quick throw outside by Locke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they run the option on 2nd down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The former 1st-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 85 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And Correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A good-looking return set up here.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On first down, Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, 47 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon had just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Broncos 14, Packers 7.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. This is Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Philip Lindsay on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Block on the give. It's Lindsay. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And this time he is in. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Packers 1st down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
And they get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. To the ground with Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Looking deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Locke steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Buying time to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 49-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a first and 10. Another run by Lindsey. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now a carry for Lindsey. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. Now it's Lindsey, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
The tackle
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 8-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Locke going to keep this. Quick throw complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game. 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Back to throw, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big return will get him all the way down to 35.
Rodgers pass.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's time.
The Broncos take over first.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Oh, I know how I feel.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest. It's a run with Mostert.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
2nd and 11 now.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Rodgers on target to Valdez-Scantling and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 21 yards away. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverage.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay, it's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.
Good job over there, baby. I see you. Good job over there, baby.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper play?
And we'll see how determined they are. Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. It's Coleman here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
15 yards on the play, first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Rodgers again now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are back within a score. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw once more. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
He's back to throw here to start the drive.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25.
You get nothing and like
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 69 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
This is Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one's caught. And their 4th-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Incomplete. They have